All right. Good morning, people. Welcome back to Plug Talk. Hope everyone's doing well today. We have a lot of ground to cover, so Plug Talk is going to be broken up into two shows today. We're going to start. I wrote out some games that I want to cover first, and then I will be going live once again at 5 o'clock tonight. To cover the rest of the games, including the NHL. So I have off today, so we're going to be going in full dive. If you guys can, please retweet this stream. Go on to Twitter, go to my page, and you'll see a pin to my profile. All you guys have to do is just retweet it, let people know we're live, put it in your group chats, and yeah, man, let's try to get some more people in here. As soon as we get a certain number, I'm going to get started. Um, yeah, man. Yesterday, I mean, it's just been a bad couple days. That's all. Um, we took our lumps yesterday. Y'all can call me a chump, and we move on. Um, you know, some of the NBA plays just did not work out. Shit happens. Uh, it wasn't a great day. It was not a great day. But looking to bounce back today, man. All we can do is keep pushing, man. That's all we can do. You just keep pushing. Come back and try to have a better day today. And today's card is fucking loaded. College basketball, NFL, college football, NHL, NBA. I mean, you name it, we got it. And we are going to break down a lot of these games. So this show, we're basically dealing with a lot of the early games. And then later show, we're going to hit some of the later games for you guys as well. Um, Looking to start today off well. Um, like I said, I got a lot of good picks today. I think you guys are going to like them. Um, and I think it's going to be a good day, man. I truly do. Truly believe it's going to be a good day. Yo, Luukkonen went crazy yesterday in the NHL. He got a hat trick and everything. Luukkonen, I'm glad I switched up on that one. That was a good bet, man. Luukkonen was a good one. I had Jack Eichel and McKinnon for plus like 1,400 for 2 assists each. Jack Eichel fell short. So, and on God, bro, Jack Eichel, he got a goal. I thought it was an assist, man. But he got credited the goal, and that was the second assist we needed to cash the plus 1,400. McKinnon got 2 assists, no problem. Jack Eichel only got one. I loved that play last night. Them 2+ assists. They gave us McKinnon yesterday for 2+ assists at a plus 260. I bet it straight too, but it was unbelievable. Jack Eichel for 2+ assists was at like a plus 600. Like I said, he was supposed to have two, but he got credited a goal. And I guess when I went back and looked, I mean, it was definitely an Eichel goal, but regardless, it sucked. I wanted the assist. Um, yeah, man. Uh, the Denver Nuggets, fuck, man. I just don't get it. I mean, we're kind of in the same boat with them again tonight. Yesterday's NBA card was rough. But it is what it is, man. We just keep it pushing, like I said. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes, man, and then we're gonna get started. We got Kevin in the building. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning, man. Appreciate you being here, bro. Um, all right. If you guys can, man, retweet the post. Get it up. Get people in here so we can get started. So we got some good college football games today. We're going to start today. We're going to start in college hoops. Then I want us to move to college hoops. Then we're going to move to college football, NFL, and then I got one NBA game I want to talk about on this show. And like I said, if you guys didn't hear me or weren't in here in the beginning, I will be doing another show at 5 o'clock to cover the later games that we won't cover on this show. So I'm breaking it up into two shows today. I think it's going to be a lot easier instead of just keeping everybody in here for, 3 hours. We'll break it up into two shows, talk about the games that I see value in, and obviously you guys can utilize the comments and let me know what games that you guys want to talk about that I missed. All right. But I did handpick a few shows for the morning show. And then tonight's show is going to cover everything that we didn't cover late. All right. We're starting to get up there in numbers. So just a couple more people and we're going to get started. NFL games are tough today. What do y'all think? I think they're tough, man. Tim, what's up, bro? Appreciate you being in here, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas, man. All right, cool. All right, let's get into it, man. So like I said, first things I want to cover is college hoops. We do have games starting very shortly. I'm going to try to get any 12 o'clock games out the way first, obviously, and then in all sports. But I think we got enough time where I can run down this card. So there's only one 12 o'clock game that I want to talk about in college hoops, and that is Eastern Kentucky. They are taking on Louisville today, guys. They're taking on Louisville. Um, we are getting 21 points with Eastern Kentucky here. Louisville is laying 21 points, and we got a total of 157. It's locked up on both sides. You guys know how I feel about Louisville. I've talked about Louisville all year long. Um, I've told you guys in the beginning of the year how much we were going to be backing Louisville this year, and I kept to my word, and we have backed Louisville a lot this year, and let's just call it what it is. It has paid off very well. This Louisville team is not to be underestimated. And I still kind of feel like, even with everything we have seen from Louisville so far, I can still kind of say, and I still feel like they are a bit underrated. I still feel like they're a bit underrated. I feel like they're still like a little undervalued in ways. Like, I just don't think Louisville gets the full credit they deserve. This is a good fucking basketball team, man. And I mean, they have been good to us as bettors. I mean, they've been making us money left and right. We are picking their spots well. They are playing just good ball, period, man. I mean, look at that last game, man. They put up almost 90. They did put up 90 points. And we had them in that game. Um, I think that this team, I do think this team is a little, uh, I don't want to say unexperienced, because they're not really playing like it, but they are. They're kind of young, you know. They still have some things to work on, but I'm telling you, man, I like this team a lot. Y'all know that. We took Louisville last week over FSU, and we actually had the money line, and they beat FSU outright. Now I know this is a big difference here. We're laying 21 points against the EKU team that is not bad at all. I mean, I don't really want to trash Eastern Kentucky, because I do respect their game, but I just think they are super outmatched here. Now the line has moved on us. This line was at a 19 and a half. It's now at a 21. I just think, like, especially in the ACC, this Louisville team should not be underestimated, man. They just shouldn't. People need to take them seriously. Eastern Kentucky has one big problem in this game that I think is going to really hurt them, and that is rebounding. Eastern Kentucky is a horrible rebounding team. They put a lot of people on the line as well, meaning they get into foul trouble. Eastern Kentucky, they get into foul trouble early. And that is a big problem when you're playing a very fast paced team like Louisville. And Louisville is good at drawing fouls. So all this helps you cover numbers, especially with the rebounding, because the rebounding is going to give you second chance points, man. And with that, it could also limit Eastern Kentucky to one shot per trip. And that's exactly what I think happens here. I think Louisville just controls the game start to finish. I think this is a great game to start our day. Um, and I think Louisville has a very good chance of getting into the 90s again. So and if Louisville scores 90, they're covering the spread. That's how I say it. Their team total is at 89.5 here at a minus 110. I like it. I could see them hitting the 90s in this game, but we're going to go ahead and just we're going to lay the chalk here. We're laying the points with Louisville in this game to start our day. I see no reason not to, guys. I see no reason not to. They are just a much, much better team. And, I think they can come out here and roll start to finish. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. Looks like the next game we have is Ole Miss taking on Memphis. This is a 1 o'clock game, 2 o'clock game. This is a 2 o'clock game. So we got Ole Miss at a plus 152.5. For my bad, we got Ole Miss at a 1.5, and we got a total of a 152.5. Ole Miss is a plus 105. Memphis is a minus 125. Memphis is at home, laying 1.5 points here. With a pretty high total. But I think it's high for a reason. When you look at this game, you got to admit the first thing you think of is what? You think of offense. At least I do. I think of offense. I think of points. Because I just don't really trust. I can't say I don't trust Memphis's defense. All right. I'm gonna put it that way. I don't trust Memphis's defense. But their offense, yeah, you can trust that offense to put up points in a big way. Then you got Ole Miss, whose offense you might be able to argue that Ole Miss, stat wise and looking at the numbers, Ole Miss has a better offense, but you could argue that Memphis has the better offense in this game. You can make a good argument for that. I think Memphis's offense has had a little struggle lately, but this is a good spot as any for them to get back on track here. We see Ole Miss. Their defense is not that terrible. Ole Miss definitely has a defensive advantage in this game, but I still don't think it's going to be enough to hold down this Memphis offense. So yeah, I give Ole Miss a big advantage in defense in this game, and I do like Ole Miss plus the 105 here. I do think Ole Miss's defense is gonna, be the difference. Because Memphis just ain't gonna be able to get whatever they want, but I do still think that this total goes over. I just think it's set pretty high for a reason. Both these offenses are good. Memphis's defense is very questionable. It's going to allow Ole Miss to get more points than normal. But we know Memphis's offense is very hard to stop. So even with a really good Ole Miss defense, I still think Ole Miss's defense is going to struggle a little bit, at least enough to put us over this total. So I like the over 52.5 in this one, and I like Ole Miss at plus 105 in this game. Um, that's where we're at for that 2 o'clock game. Marcus, man, good morning, good morning. Appreciate you being here, bro. Let's get this money, man. Money making weekend. We got a big weekend ahead of us too. All right. We're going to just skip on through, skip on through, skip on through. Uh, All right, here you go, Tim. We got Gonzaga. We got Gonzaga. We got the Zags taking on UCLA. And my VIP card is going to be free in the Discord today. So it's going to be free for y'all as well, obviously. And this is the POD, the play of the day, the take this shit to the bank, slam it, put it in the fucking books. This is the one, man. This line is disrespectful as fuck, if you ask me. You got Gonzaga laying 4.5 points. You got UCLA getting 4.5 points. If you guys know, you know this is the West Coast Showdown. This game is being played in Inglewood, California. So this is a neutral site game. This is a big game. This is one of the best games of the day in college basketball, if you ask me. Gonzaga laying 4.5 points here is just ridiculous. Gonzaga wins this game by double digits, in my opinion. This is definitely the play of the day for me. I was seriously like, am I being trapped? Like, am I being trapped here or what? Bro, it's Gonzaga all day for me in this game. There is so many things that Gonzaga just matches up really well with UCLA. And I'm not going to sit up here and talk shit on UCLA. I'm not. I respect the fuck out of this team. They are a very, very good team. And I will argue with anybody that UCLA might have the best defense in the entire country. Like, they have surprised me so much this year. But I just feel like the books are tripping, man. UCLA don't like I said, they're good, but we kind of got to go back to that UNC game. All right. And this is what we've been having a problem with UCLA all year, and why UCLA has not been on my VIP target list this year is because they're inconsistent and they play like they're unexperienced. And I don't know why, because they're really not. They got a good roster, they got a good team. It's just sometimes their fundamentals are way off and it don't make any sense, man. I don't know if it comes down to the coaching. I don't know what it comes down to, but this UCLA team is missing that one extra ingredient they need, which is just almost like common sense is what they're missing to make them great. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like UCLA is missing, man. They're just missing that one ingredient to make them great. And they just have not been able to figure it out. Like I said, UCLA's defense is fucking immaculate. They play a great defensive game. Their offense needs some serious, serious work. Sometimes I don't understand what they're running. I don't know why they take the shots they do. There's a lot of question marks around UCLA when it comes to this offense, and that's a big problem when you're playing a team like Gonzaga. There's also other issues that I have with UCLA that are not really concerning against other teams, but they are concerning in this matchup. You know, the Zags are just well rounded. This offense can score on anyone. So the defense that UCLA holds the advantage on in here in this game, because UCLA does have the advantage on defense here. But this Gonzaga offense can literally adjust and score on anyone. So it doesn't really bother me too much here. Like I said, that UNC game, man, if you guys watched that game with UCLA, they were up almost 18, 19 points or something like that with I can't remember like 10 minutes left. They gave up the lead, right? They lost that game outright to UNC. And on top of it, UCLA, they shot 50% from the three. 50% from the three, and they still lost that game outright. UCLA is going to need to hit threes in order to keep up in this game. And that's not going to happen. This is one of the things that I think just match up really well for the Zags here is the Zags might have the best 3-point shooting defense in the entire country, right? They're ranked number 2, but I think they could be the best. This team does not give up threes easy. You have to work for every single shot that you get from the perimeter. With Gonzaga, if you get any good looks at all in the 40 minutes that you're playing against them, there is just so much uh that just stacks in Gonzaga's favor in this game, man. And for them to be laying 4.5 points is just crazy to me. And I get it, man. I get the hype around UCLA. I get the the depth of this game. But man, even at a neutral site, I love taking Gonzaga at neutral sites, man. This team has been at neutral sites so much. They have so much experience playing in these bigger games at neutral sites that it does not phase them at all. Gonzaga, lay the 4.5, guys. I think Gonzaga could win this game by 10. I shit you not. I think they could win this game by double digits, man. So laying 4.5, if it's a trap, so fucking be it. Bring a big fucking net, man. We're going to lay the points here with Gonzaga, 4.5, play of the day. I'm putting 3 units on it. I mean, you guys can put what you want, but I'm putting 3 units on it, man. I'm going to put $75 on this bitch. I like Gonzaga here. I mean, there's just no way around it. Uh, I wish I could know why we got a total or why we got a spread like this, but honestly, we have seen this many times in college basketball this year, and we have found a lot of lines that just don't make sense that really pay out for us, and I think this could be one of them. So give me the Zags here, -4.5. This is going to be the play of the day. And this is the VIP play for y'all. So that's one of my VIP plays. It's my top VIP play of the day. So yeah, man. Let's go Zags and let's get some of this money back from yesterday. All right, let's keep it moving, man. What time is it? 1:54. What other games are at 12 o'clock? Do we have any games at 12 o'clock? College football. Let me see. Yes, we got Boston College taking on Nebraska. All right, so I got to go back and hit this game real quick. Um, so we got Boston College taking on Nebraska. This is going to be, what bowl is this? I can't remember what bowl this is. So we got Boston College getting 3 points. We got Nebraska laying 3 points. We got a total of 47.5. It actually, didn't I write the bowl down on this game? Let me see. Yup, Pinstripe Bowl. It's the Pinstripe Bowl. I believe this is it right here. I believe this is the Pinstripe. Or is that the Alamo? No, I think that's the Pinstripe right there. So we got the Pinstripe Bowl, Nebraska laying 3 points. We got Boston College getting 3 points, and we got a total of 47.5 in this game. Boston College +136, Nebraska -162. Nebraska 6-6 on the year. Boston College 7-5 on the year. This line opened up at a 2.5. The total opened up at a 45.5. I like the Cornhuskers here, man. I'm sorry, bro. I like the Cornhuskers here. We seen Boston College. They took care of a pretty good Pitt team. Really surprised. I mean, for them to, with Pitt, man, that was surprising for me. And they just really look good. But I think that's a problem coming into this game. I think you're coming off of a high. I think you're in a really good letdown spot in a big game like this after a really good win against Pitt. This team does have a decent offense. They're averaging like 30 points per game, Boston College. And their offense is not terrible at all. It's not. They do have some pretty upsetting losses, but Nebraska has really played a tough schedule. And if you look at some of the big teams that Nebraska has played, I mean, fuck, bro. They look great. I mean, bro, you could go back. Nebraska took Illinois to overtime, right? They lost by just 4 points on the road versus Ohio State, just by 4 points. Like there is some really impressive wins, and not just wins, but there are some impressive games where Nebraska just showed up big. And I think this is a really I really do think that this is a really good spot, man. Um, you know, Let me see here. Who else did they get? They lost by 8 or less to UCLA and UCS. I mean, dude, the Cornhuskers are a good team that has really, I don't want to say had bad luck. They just had some bad beats, man. I mean, they held the Hawkeyes to just what? Let me see here. They actually played the Hawkeyes pretty strong too. They just got fucked up in the second half, it looks like. I didn't watch that game, but it looks like they got fucked up in the second half. Look, I'm sticking to Nebraska here, man, for the Pinstripe Bowl. Um, Give me Nebraska here on the we're gonna lay the 3.5 in this one. And you could take the money line at a -162. I'll show you guys the pinstripe again for what they're playing for. There she is. There she blows. At least I believe it's the pinstripe. Yes, it is. That's the pinstripe. All right. That's what we got, man. The game's about to kick off right now. Game's about to kick off right now. So if you guys want to go check it out, Nebraska on the money line at a -162, and we'll lay 2.5 points in this game. Just buy the points and buy the points down and pay the juice. -2.5 here. We could see Nebraska winning by a field goal. All right, let's go back to college hoops. That's all the 12 o'clock games, I believe. NFL, no 12 o'clock game, right? NFL starts at 1. NBA starts at 3. Um, yeah, that's it. I think we covered all the early 12 o'clock games. All right, so let's go back to college hoops and we will follow the script as is now. All right, so the last game we talked about was Gonzaga taking on it was Gonzaga taking on UCLA. Like I said, Gonzaga is the play of the day today. It's my favorite bet out of all sports. Gonzaga laying the points here. I think they beat UCLA by 10. All right, next game we got on the list is ACU taking on Texas A&M. This is not going to be a comfortable bet for most of y'all, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all are probably going to disagree with me on this bet. But that's okay. All I can do is try to explain to y'all why I think we should, be taking this bet. But there's no doubting that Texas A&M is the much better team in this game. My issue that I have here is what we're laying. This amount of points is redonkulous. So 4 o'clock, man, 4 o'clock start time, same time that the Gonzaga game starting. We got Abilene Christian taking on Texas A&M here. Texas A&M is laying 22 points in this game. Yeah, 22 points. Abilene Christian is getting 22 points. We got a total of a 140 in this game. Locked up on both sides at a -110. Guys, I am on Abilene Christian here plus the points. I can't get over it. I just can't lay this points with Texas A&M, man. Texas A&M look good, man. Don't get me wrong. They're 10-2 this year. They won 6 straight games. Like, what is there not to like about Texas A&M? This team is just they're really well rounded. They're a really good team. And the wins they have are fucking impressive. They really are. But what's most impressive to me about Texas A&M could honestly hurt them in this game, and that's why I'm leaning Abilene Christian with the points. And the most impressive thing about Texas A&M is their defense. And I think that kind of hurts them today. Honestly, I know it sounds weird, but if you really think about it, the one thing Texas A&M really does struggle with is foul trouble. And you're playing this aggressive ass defense, man. Abilene Christian is very, very good. They're a very good rebounding team. They're very good at getting the call. They're good at getting to the charity stripe. Abilene Christian can force turnovers. I mean, they just match up well. And The one thing that you really have to be able to do with Texas A&M, and this is how Texas A&M beats a lot of teams, is that rebounding advantage, right? But Abilene Christian can defend the glass, man. They can defend the glass really, really well. Um, they are just a great. They're ranked 60th in the nation when it comes to defensive rebounding. And that's important when you're playing Texas A&M because they are such a good offensive rebounding team that Texas A&M can fucking get second chance, third chance points when they're playing a lot of teams. Like Texas A&M is barely ever limited to one shot per trip. And now they're playing a well above average defensive rebounding team like Abilene Christian. And I think that's really going to help them in this game. Not only are they going to draw fouls, Abilene Christian will. Texas A&M will get into foul trouble early. We've seen it happen in multiple games with Texas A&M. And on top of it, Abilene Christian can defend the glass really well. Two major things that I think is going to really affect this game. And the way Texas A&M plays that aggressive defense, that actually fits into Abilene Christian's game plan here, I think. So I think Abilene Christian is going to use Texas's A&M defense against them. Um, I like them here, man. I think it's too many points. Not my favorite play on the board, obviously, but I do think this is just way too many points, man. 22 points against Abilene Christian. I can't see it. Does Texas A&M win this game? Yeah, absolutely. They win this game. They might even win it comfortable, but by 22 points, no, sir. No, sir. I can't get behind that. I can't see it. This game just fits too well into Abilene Christian's script where I think they could cover this spread. Um all right, so let's see what else we got. We got how many more games? We got one more game in college basketball that I want to talk about for the earlier slate, and then we're going to move on. Actually, this is all I got for college basketball today. I don't really have anything else. Let me see. I mean, the Grand Canyon, San Diego, iffy at best. There's just way too much to bet on today. You know what I mean? There's just way too much other stuff we could be betting on to be forcing plays in college basketball today like this. Um, All right, so we'll talk about the Wyoming game, Nevada taking on Wyoming. I don't really see too much other stuff that I want to talk about. I probably will talk about, like Fresno State and UNLV. Uh, we'll probably talk about a couple of these games in the 5 o'clock show, but for right now, this is where I want to end it with this Nevada and Wyoming game at 4 o'clock. So we got Nevada coming in laying 6 points. We got Wyoming getting 6 points. We got a total of 136 locked up at both sides at a minus 110. Nevada minus 265. Wyoming at a 215. So Wyoming guys. Wyoming is sitting at a 7-5 coming into this game, where Nevada is an 8-4. The odds opened up at 7.5, man, in favor of Nevada. So we're seeing a little bit of money come in on Wyoming here, and I think it's the right move. I really do. I think Wyoming is the right choice here. I think they're going to give the Wolfpack a fit, man. I mean, the Wolfpack, don't get me wrong, man. They are the better roster. Like they are. They're the better team. They're way more talented. And, the line is not wrong. They definitely should be favored in this game. But to be laying this number, I have not seen enough for me to lay this number against a team you know, like a team against Wyoming. I mean, we've seen Nevada lose outright to Colorado State, Loyola Marymount. I mean, bro, there is multiple times where Nevada was laying a big number, right? A big number against a team that is, way worse than them, and they have lost outright. I mean, we have seen it multiple times this year where Nevada has lost outright as a big favorite. And this is no different, man. This is no different. Nevada, Vanderbilt as well. They lost to Vandy as well. So here's the games. They lost as favorites to Colorado State, Loyola Marymount, Washington State, and Vanderbilt. All as big favorites. I mean, the Cowboys, that have they even lost a game at home? Wyoming has no, they haven't. Wyoming has not. They are undefeated at home this year. Wyoming is. They are 6-3-2 against the spread this year. Come on, man. Wyoming wins this. They have the capability of winning this game outright. Nevada has lost in the favorite role way too many times. They have not even covered. I'm taking Wyoming here plus the points, man. This looks like an easy spot here. Wyoming is undefeated at home. Yeah, we're rocking with the Cowboys here, man. Give me Wyoming plus the 6, and I would not be scared of that money line, guys, at a plus 215 either. All right, now we move. We are heading to college foosball. I do have a few games I do want to talk about in college football with y'all. First game was Boston College and Nebraska. We just talked about it. It was the Pinstripe Bowl. And we are on Nebraska in this one. It was a no-brainer for me. I think Nebraska wins this game, and covers the 2.5 point spread. Next game we got Louisiana versus TCU. If anyone knows what game this is, if this is, I don't know what it is, but that's why I ain't got it put down for a bowl game or nothing. I don't know what it is honestly, but we got TCU coming in as a 13-point favorite. Well, they were a 13-point favorite. They are now a. Let me see. Oh, it'd help if I wasn't on college basketball, right? College football. They are now a 9-point favorite. Louisiana is getting 9 points. We got a total of 60.5 here locked up on both sides. Like I said, this line opened up as TCU as a 13-point favorite, man. So the way I look at it, I don't know what happened here. Like we know that Louisiana does not have their quarterback. I know that. Unless he came back, and maybe this is why the line is, but I'm pretty sure they don't, right? I mean, they got blown out by Marshall in that last game. Um, and we know what happened there with Louisiana. So, I mean, the Raising Cajuns, they have, you know, they could make some noise here, because let's be real, TCU's defense is nothing to write home about. I'm looking at their stats now for TCU's defense, and I mean it's not great. It's just not great. They had a low scoring game last game against Cincinnati. Uh, they beat Cincinnati 20-13. Louisiana, they lost to Marshall. We just talked about it. Marshall blew the brakes off of them boys, 31-3 in their last game. They giving up 31 points in that game to Marshall is just disgusting. I do like TCU here, man. We're just going to keep it. We're going to keep it simple in this one. It's not my favorite game, but I like TCU here. TCU, they have now won what, 3 straight games in a row now, it looks like. We do know that, they got there's a lot of portal action going on, like with the transfer portal and everything. There's a lot going on. And both teams are missing some guys because of it. But I think TCU is going to win this game, man. I think they win this game, and I think they win it easy. There's a reason why they opened up as a 16-point favorite, and why, or a 13-point favorite. They are the better team. Uh, FBS teams. This team is actually ranked 19th. in FBS teams for red zone efficiency, TCU. So they meaning they play extremely well in the red zone. They also are 18th among FBS teams for points per game this year, averaging 33.4. Louisiana does not hit any of these things except, well, yes, they do. I lied. They are actually a lot better in red zone efficiency. Louisiana is fifth in FBS teams for red zone efficiency this season, 93.1% for Louisiana. That's crazy. But we like TCU here, man. We like TCU in this one, man. We're going to lay it with the Horned Frogs here. Lay the 9 points. Not my favorite game on the board, but it's where we're going. All right, next game we got, man, on deck. We got Iowa State, and you guys already know we got them boys coming in. We got them boys. We got Miami. Miami coming in, man. Miami's coming in as a slight favorite in this game, man. Miami is laying 4 points here in the Pop Tarts Bowl. Iowa State, I'll show you guys real quick. In the Pop Tarts Bowl, we got Iowa State coming in, getting 4 points here. Miami laying 4 points. We got 60.5 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. Iowa State's at a plus 150. And Miami is at a minus 180 in this year's Pop Tarts Bowl. All right. So Miami, man, they back at it, man. We know this team is ferocious, man. The Cyclones versus Miami Hurricanes. Like, what? I mean, this is like the storms of all storms. I mean, you got the Cyclones playing the Hurricanes, and you just got Pop Tarts flying everywhere. I mean, bro, I love Miami, and y'all know it. But bro, we gotta remember, man. Miami and bowl games, guys. I can't do it, bro. I have dealt with this a long time, okay? And there's one thing about Miami, you don't back them in bowl games. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I don't do it. You would think that Miami should come in here and just beat up on Iowa State. I mean, because you think about it, this is a home game for Miami, right? So really, this is a home game for Miami. So you would think that they would come in here and just, whoop up on them. I mean, literally, this is not, I think this is like 2 hours away, for Miami. It's like a 2 hour bus ride or something like that for Miami. So they're not even really going anywhere. Look, man, I just don't. Let me see here. All right, so Miami's last 12, y'all ready for this? Miami's last 12 bowl games. You want to take a guess of what they are? Their last 12 bowl games. What is Miami's record straight up? 1-11. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know it was that bad. I swear to God, I did not know it was that bad. Look, I can't even tell you guys confidently that Miami even really fucking cares about this game, right? I mean, I really don't even think Miami would care about this game. The Cyclones are bringing back a ton of players from this team, man, and they are they are moving, man. They're building a team. They got momentum. They're looking good. Miami's defense has been a problem all year. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Miami's defense has been slowly folding, and Iowa State is a top 50 team in scoring offense. Top 50. I mean, I'm sorry, man. Everything, as much as I love the Hurricanes, I can't do it, bro. I can't. I cannot back Miami in a bowl game. Um, you know, Miami felt, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're going to take it serious. I mean, I just don't. I mean, do they take it serious? I mean, obviously they got crushed for the playoffs, right? Uh, I mean, they lost to. Let me see. I know the one that hurt them was Georgia Tech. Who was the other one? Oh, the orange. It was Syracuse, the Orange. They lost both of those games, and that really fucking crushed them. That really just ruined Miami. Yeah, we're going to stick to our gut here. My gut tells me, and just history tells me that Miami just does not play well in bowl games. Iowa State is building something. We know Miami's defense can be a problem. They're not a great defense. Their defense has looked worse and worse as the year going on. And now they're playing Iowa State, who has a really, really high scoring offense. And I think that can be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to back Iowa State here, man. I see no reason not to. There's a lot pointing to it. So yeah, give me Iowa State here in the Pop Tarts Bowl. I love the Pop Tarts Bowl trophy, by the way. That thing is so dope, dude. So fucking dope. All right, let's keep it moving. Next game. And the last game that I want to talk about for college football on this wonderful day is going to be BYU taking on Colorado. I know you guys are excited about this game as much as I am. You guys know I love my Cougars. I also I don't know I don't know if I want to back them here. I do think BYU wins this game. I truly do. I think they win this game. I like the plus 136. I just think there's better ways to bet this game. Anyway, we got BYU getting 3 points. We got Colorado laying 3 points. We got a total of 54.5 here locked up on both sides at minus 110. BYU comes in as an underdog in this game, and Colorado is a favorite at a minus 162 on the money line. This is the Alamo Bowl, guys. So this is the Alamo Bowl, where Colorado comes in as a favorite. Is it justified they're a favorite? Depends on your point of view. I mean, I think BYU is going to be motivated coming into this game, and I think they are going to have no problem scoring in this game. I think Colorado's defense has been an issue all fucking year. Obviously their offense is really good. Colorado playing Sanders and Hunter will be just always a huge advantage no matter what, no matter who you play. It does not matter. Hunter and Sanders is always, always going to be a massive advantage against any team. And is even if I don't like Colorado, or their coaching, you got to respect the fuck out of their players, man, because Sanders and Hunter are just absolutely incredible. And it goes way deeper than that. It goes way deeper than that with this Colorado team. The team itself and the roster it has is impressive. It really is. Their offense is lethal. They are very dangerous. They can get chunks of yards at any play. And they got some of the best playmakers in college football. Colorado does, in my opinion. But BYU is a team that does not back down, and they could give two fucks about any of that. BYU will come in here and play their game. BYU will come in here and do what needs to be done. I think BYU is going to take this game a lot more serious than Colorado. And I think at the end, it's going to come down to who wants it more. And I think this spread says that. I mean, BYU is averaging over 30 points a game. They're a good team, man. On top of it, you got to remember this BYU defense is for real. And I think that is the difference here. BYU's defense is what? 18th in the country. I mean, this defense is serious, man, and their offense can run. Not saying their offense is better than Colorado's because it's not. But I'm telling you, BYU's offense can go score for score with Colorado. And I think the difference maker is going to be BYU's defense. And I do think this game goes over. I do. I think this game could turn into a shootout. I just think that what I mean by BYU's defense, is it going to be easy to hold down Colorado? No. BYU's defense is going to make the big plays. They're not going to stop uh Colorado from scoring much, but them big plays that matter, that are like game changing, that's where BYU's defense is going to show up in my opinion. I don't think they're going to be able to necessarily stop Colorado from scoring. Uh I just think they're going to do enough, right? To really keep them in this game, if not win this game outright. So I like BYU here. I like the over more. I think the over is probably a really good play. It would not surprise me if we didn't see overtime in this game. It wouldn't surprise me at all. So I definitely like the over in this game. I think it's a good look. You got a total of 54.5 here. I think the only total. Actually, there's quite a few totals bigger than that on the board. We got three totals today that are in the 60s. But yeah, man, it's BYU for me today, plus the 3 points. Take the 136 on the money line. I think the over 54.5 is probably the safer play in this game. All right. Let's see what else we got. And by that was the Alamo Bowl. Alamo Bowl. All right. One Oh, NFL. We got the NFL. Let's fucking go. On to the NFL. So we got a 1 o'clock game in the NFL today. I will have a write up done for tonight's game in today's game in the NFL. The Broncos and the Bengals. It's almost done. I just got to put in the images and then I got to publish it onto Google. And then you guys will obviously be able to go to the website and read the article on the Broncos and Bengals game. I'm going to do that after the show. I also will be releasing my dog of the day after today's show. And like I said, we also are going to have another show at 5 o'clock today. So make sure you guys stay tuned in, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You guys subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to my website. You guys will get notified every time we drop new content. And plus it helps me out a lot, especially if you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. All you have to do is go to YouTube and type in the Outlet Sports Ventures and it comes right up. All right, so we got the Chargers taking on the Patriots today. You got the Chargers laying 6 points. You got the Patriots getting 6 points. You got a total of 42. Slightly favored to the over here. Looks like the Chargers are a minus 305, and it looks like the Patriots are a plus 245 in this zone. Um, so look, I mean, do we look too much into this? I mean, come on. We know the Chargers are the better team. And you could talk and talk all you want about it, but this Patriots team is still a team that's only won 3 games this year. I'm sorry, bro. I think this is a Chargers spot. I think the line might be a little disrespectful. I think the Chargers are the better team. I think the Chargers are in this game to play with motivation. They have motivational reasons to play. It's not like the Patriots have anything to play for but spoiler. I mean, come on, man. The Chargers aren't really, you know, I don't know, man. I just think that I think the Patriots are more inclined to lose this game than they are to win it, right? I mean, come on, let's be real. I'm not saying that they are blatantly going to tank, but it is a lot more beneficial for the Patriots to lose this game than for them to win it. I also have to think that the Patriots, will want to at least, I don't know, man. You could say this could be a letdown spot, right? This could be a letdown spot, even though they almost got it done against the Bills last week, falling just a little short. You could say that's a letdown spot after a thrilling game against a true rival. I don't think that this is necessarily a rivalry game, right? Even though some people will call this a rivalry game. But I think that Patriots and Bills game was a big rivalry game. And I think that's what you know, I think that's why this could be a little bit of a letdown spot for the Patriots as well. They're just in a tough spot here. Um, Chargers are on the road, yeah, but I mean, I think the Chargers are the much better team, man. And I think they're going to get the job done here. Not my favorite play on the board, but I think it's the right play. All right, so yeah, we're about to get right into some player props. Marcus Lane started us off. He's got Stevenson over 50 rushing yards at a plus 140. I like it, bro. I don't think that's a bad look here. Let's look into some other stuff though on this Chargers game. We know that Drake May. I don't know if you guys trust him, but I don't. I don't trust Drake May at all. We know that he likes to throw interceptions. I mean, he likes to throw interceptions, so you can definitely count on that happening. All right. Count on Drake May to throw an interception. Problem is, it's at a minus 170. Books already know. Um, there's not really too much I like on the Patriots side of things here. The Chargers, the Chargers that covered the spread in their last four games against teams that held a losing record. Um, the Patriots have lost 9 of their last 10 games at Gillette Stadium. I mean, there's a lot backing us here. Now Stevenson, I think is a great look, Marcus. So he has. Let me see. So, bro, he is actually. So, Marcus, you said 50. He has actually recorded 60 plus in 5 of his last 6 games, man. Marcus Stevenson has actually recorded 60 plus in 5 of his last 6 games. And that is at a plus 255, Marcus. So if you want to go the Patriots route, I mean, Stevenson is definitely 100% the way to go with his rushing yards. I like it a lot. Um, so I'm going to stick to the Chargers side of things, and I like McConkey. He has he's I mean, just go look at some of his last performances, man. I mean, he has been breaking some huge receiving yards. He's been cashing for us too. He has hit almost 90 of his receiving yards in his last 5 games, or 4 of his last 5 games. He has almost hit 90. Herbert has he's been passing really, his passing yards have been smacking. He has hit almost 300 receiving yards. I mean 300 passing yards in 5 of the Chargers' last 7 games as favorites. Um I mean, go where y'all want here, but I like the Chargers. I like Quentin Johnson for an anytime touchdown, and I like McConkey and his receiving yards in this game. I think that Marcus Lane is on point with Stevenson and his rushing yards for the Patriots. That is the only way that I will look at the Patriots in this game, bro. I also think Justin Herbert to throw 2 passing touchdowns might not be a bad look. I don't think that's a terrible look at all. All right. I don't know if you guys want to use Pine Sports in this one or not. But we'll go see what the bot says real quick, and we'll keep it moving. But I do want to see what he has for this game. Um, Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, so we'll go to the anytime touchdown scorer sheet real quick. See what he's cooking up. Let's go to Chargers, New England. Hassan Haskins. Hassan Haskins is the number one guy on the list. His money line is at a plus 1200 for an anytime touchdown. Hassan Haskins, anytime touchdown. This has hit in 2 of the last 10 games. He has scored a touchdown. 2 of the last 10 games. The guy next on the list is Quentin Johnston. Just like I like Quentin Johnston a lot. So this is value. So think about it. Like, so Hassan Haskins, this is how they do touchdown scores, by the way. Hassan Haskins is priced at a plus 1200. He's projected to be a plus 330 money line for a touchdown. So plus 1200 and plus 330, that is huge. You get what I'm saying? Now, Quentin Johnston, he is priced at a 285, but his projected line is supposed to be at a plus 155. So that's how they do it that way. But Hassan Haskins is the number one for a touchdown in this game. Um, and then next is Quentin Johnson, who I like a lot today for a touchdown. I like him a lot today for a touchdown. Um, if we go and look at player props, let's see what we got. Vital. We got Vital for his rushing yards to go under 27 and a half. Kamani Vital under 27 and a half rushing yards today at a minus 115. This has gone under in 7 of the last 8 games. You got Jonathan Jones, tackles and assists, under the 4.5 mark. He's only projected to get 3. This is going under in 8 of the last 10 games. When we're looking at an over, it likes Drake May rushing, longest rushing attempt, 12.5. He's projected to get 18.6. This is going over in 8 of the last 10 games. And then obviously it has Stevenson's rushing attempts over 10.5. He's projected to get 14 today, and this is going over in 7 of the last 3 games. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. We're gonna go back to the NFL. See what we get. So our anytime touchdown scorer is Quentin Johnson, and I do like Stevenson rushing yards as well, and all the other little side props I gave y'all. All right, let's head to the Broncos taking on the Bengals. I'm doing a write up for this game. I do like this game. I do think that this should be a decent one to watch. I like the fucking Bengals a lot, man. And there's no reason why Cincinnati should not come in here and beat up on Denver, but I don't think it's going to be that easy, man. Cincinnati is in a must-win situation. And yes, they are at home for this game. The Bengals, they're playing well. I mean, they are. They're playing well. It's just I don't know if I trust them enough in a situation like this, man. They've won 3 games in a row. They have, honestly, in my opinion, they have one of the best passing attacks in the entire league, without a doubt. Um, you know, I just this is a game where I can see the Bengals dropping. Everybody loves them right now. They like what they're seeing. Fucking Joe Shiesty, man, is out there just fucking killing shit. I don't know what to do, bro. I really don't. I can't fade the Bengals right now. I just can't, y'all. Um, I do think the line is telling. I think the line is telling us Broncos win this game, right? I really do. I think the line is telling us that Broncos win this game, but How do we go against Barrow right now? How? I mean, he's just playing so well. Don't get me wrong, man. Nix is out there throwing heat too, though. All right, let's go to some trends, man. Let's see if some trends will help us out here. Right now, my pick is the Broncos. All right. It's very hard for me to uh the Bengals, but right now my pick is the Broncos. It's what I put on the write up. It's what I'm going to stick with. Denver, because it ain't like, let's not act like Denver's not playing well. I mean, they won 4 of their last 5 games. Um they did just give up a shit ton of points to the Chargers though, and that worries me uh because Cincinnati's offense is nasty. Like, and if you gave up 34 points to the fucking Chargers, what are you going to give up against the fucking Bengals, right? Uh I do think Cincinnati is going to probably score. Um, I don't trust their defense really neither. So maybe the over. Maybe the over is the safest play in this game. Maybe the over is the safest play in this game. Bo Nix, man. I mean, Jesus. Um, he's Bo Nix has been good, bro. He really has been. He has been good. Um, all right, stats. Let's see if the stats can put us on the right side here. So we got the favorite has won the Broncos' last 11 games. The favorite has won in the Broncos' last 11 games. Um, what else we got? Um, basically, it looks like that's all we got here. So you got Bengals on the money line here. Man, boy, 46 and 15 on the money line for the Bengals. At home, nonetheless. At home, nonetheless. All right. Well, the Broncos. Let's see here. The Bronco trends, man. That. What I'm looking at here. The Broncos have won 7 of their last 8 games against the Bengals following a loss. That's a big one, y'all. The Bengals have lost 3 of their last 4 games as home favorites following a division game. The Bengals have failed to cover this spread in their last 6 home games following a division game. The Broncos have won the first half in 9 of their last 10 games following a loss. The Broncos have covered the spread in their last 5 games as a road underdog following a road loss. All right. So it's going to be the Broncos for me. I think we just stick to it, man. Rock out with it. I don't see. I think the over is probably the safer play. I mean, dude, Joe Burrow has been throwing touchdowns like it's fucking nothing. Joe Burrow probably you could probably take him for 3+ passing touchdowns today, and he'll probably hit that shit. There's a lot of player props I like in this game, man. Like a lot. So Burrow has actually thrown 3 or more touchdown passes in the Bengals' last 7 games, bro. Like, what the fuck? He has thrown 3 or more touchdown passes in the Bengals' last 7 games. Like, holy shit, man. Um, T. Higgins, man. I don't. T. Higgins, anytime touchdown, man. Uh, I Chase Brown is only at a minus 145 today for an anytime touchdown. Chase Brown. Um, see here. Bo Nix has recorded 263 passing yards for the Broncos' last 5 games. You can get Bo Nix today at a plus 250 or 250 plus passing yards at a plus 120. You guys know I can't talk about the Bengals without giving you guys Jasecki. So we take Jasecki's receptions, or you could take his receiving yards. His receiving yards are at a 26.5 today. And where are we? We are in Cincinnati. You always back Jasecki in Cincinnati. He plays his best ball there. Um, and he will get you receiving yards in Cincinnati, man. Mike Gesicki is a monster in Cincinnati. It's our favorite spot to take him. He has actually recorded 30 or more receiving yards uh in his last 6 home games, y'all. So his line's at 26.5. Let me get that. Mike Gesicki over 26.5 receiving yards. Don't be scared of his receptions either. Jamar Chase at home. Is it easy not to look at him? No, man, because we already know, man. You could probably take Jamar Chase today. Let me see where his 2 touchdowns are. Plus 380. Last 6 games, he's hit 2 touchdowns in 3 of them. All right, that's where we're going, man. We're going to stick it out here. Broncos, Bengals, over. We're leaning the Broncos with the points. We like Mike Gesicki over his receiving yards, and our anytime touchdown today is going to be. I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be. I want to say Chase Brown, but that's kind of just stupid. It's a minus 145. I mean, I really like Chase Brown to score. I really do, but give me Bo Nix, man. Where's Bo Nix at for an anytime touchdown today? Watch this shit. Where's Bo Nix at? Plus 240. Give me Bo Nix. Anytime fucking touchdown scorer. Let's go. That's where we're at. Bo Nix. Anytime touchdown scorer today. Um, and I like the over. Let's see what the bot likes real quick. Denver versus Cincinnati. It likes McLaughlin. Longest gain under 6.5. He's only projected to get 2. When we're talking about the overs, rushing attempts over 5.5 for Javonte Williams. He's projected to get 8, and this total is hit 7 of the last 10 games. When we're talking about touchdown scores, the bot likes. Give me 1 minute, and I will tell y'all. Anytime touchdown score, yo, it's doing it again, y'all. And you remember we faded it last time? At least I did. I gave it to y'all. Nate Adkins. Remember I told y'all it was a plus like 1800 and he fucking scored? Nate Atkins really scored last time the bot gave this out. This is its favorite play in this game. Nate Atkins, anytime touchdown. He's at plus 800. Yeah, bro. Last time Nate Atkins scored, bro, when the bot gave us Nate Atkins. I was so mad about that. Second one up is Javonte Williams and T. Higgins for anytime touchdowns. Javonte Williams and T. Higgins for anytime touchdowns are next. T. Higgins, his price is supposed to be at a minus 122 is where the bot projected this to be. The value at a minus 122, he's priced at a plus 140. Javonte Williams, he's projected to be at a plus 114, but he is actually at a plus 225. And then the big one, Nate Atkins, he is projected to only be plus 232, but he is projected at a plus 800. And then the other one, the biggest one on the board that I see, that is the biggest discrepancy, is going to actually be Michael Burton. Plus 1100 for an anytime touchdown. He's only projected to be a plus 407. All right. Let's keep it moving. So if you like value, Michael Burton and Atkins is the way to go. That is the most value in the Denver and Bengals game for your money. All right, last game on the board. We got the Cardinals and the St. Louis Rams, or not the St. Louis Rams, because that's I put the Cardinals to baseball. Did y'all hear that? So we got the Rams taking on the Cardinals. That was fucking hilarious. Um, I said the St. Louis Rams. Oh man. All right, so obviously now they're the LA Rams. So let's see here, man. I think this is a tough game. This is one of the tougher games on the board, if you ask me. Um, just because of just situational wise and who these teams are, what we've seen last game from both these teams. It's very tough, man. And it's a big number. They're asking us to lay a big number today. You got the Rams laying 6.5 here. You got the Cardinals getting 6.5. We got a total of 47.5, slightly favored to the over. I mean, this is probably the toughest game on the board for me. Rams 9-6, Cardinals 7-8. I like the Cardinals a lot, man. You guys know that. I have talked big about the Cardinals all year. Yeah, they folded. Yeah, they're not the best team. But I still think they're capable. I really do. I still think they're capable. I think they play competitive ball a lot. The Cardinals defense is not good. We know that. The Cardinals defense is not good. It struggled all year. But the offense actually clicks, man. We have seen the offense click more times than not. And I think they're going to continue to click today. The Cardinals are averaging almost 23 points per game. I think they're going to at least score that here against this Rams defense that is giving up almost 25 points a game. Kyler Murray, man. Yeah, he's not terrible. I mean, you get this guy going, man, and he really goes. You can't underestimate Kyler Murray. You just can't. I think he could have a big game here, honestly. We know the Rams offense is very good. We know the Rams are very well coached. We know all of that. I just think that still the Cardinals are a team that shouldn't be underestimated. Cardinals got a defensive advantage. As much as I hate to say it, I do still think that the Cardinals have the better defense in this game. I truly do. Their offense and defense are ranked 14th in the league, where you do got the Rams. Their defense is ranked 17th, and their offense is ranked 18th in the league. Um, you know, Rams offense wasn't really that good. Against what was it? The Jets, right? But still won by 10 points. Like we know the Rams have what it takes to get shit done. I just think the Cardinals come out and play, man. I think Kyler Murray has a huge game today. I think this is a spot where he can really just let the ball fly. And I think that's what we see, man. I think we see big chunks of yards picked up by multiple players in this game. It's just finding like who is going to be them players to put up them fucking video game numbers today. Because I think it's going to happen. I think this is a good game for video game numbers, man. I think Kyler Murray could have a really, really good game in the air. So give me his passing yards. You can actually get 250 at a plus 170 for Kyler Murray. 250 passing yards at a plus 170. Um, and you put Kyler Murray head to head into the. Let me put him into Jackson real quick, head to head with the Rams. So he has hit 250 passing yards against the Rams in hmm, why is it not coming up? Okay, here it is. His last 5 games. Well, last 5, yeah, season games. 250 plus passing yards in his last 5 games against the Rams is what Kyler Murray has done head to head against the Rams. So why not? 250 plus 170, let's fucking go. Also, you do got Puka playing for the Rams today. You got to remember that, I think. I think Puka's playing. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Let me see. McBride. We know McBride's been balling out for the Cardinals, man. McBride's been playing good ball lately. But I do if Puka's playing, give me Puka, man. I like Puka. Kyrene Williams is always a good look. If you want to take Kyrene Williams, but his number is going to be stupid dumb today. So I wouldn't even pick him because there's just going to be no value. Um, unless you take if you take Kyrene Williams for a first touchdown, that's not even value. He's only plus 320 for a first touchdown. Like there's no value there. Um, yeah, I just don't really see value too much on the Rams player props. I really don't. Like, and I'm looking, guys. Like, I just don't see anything. I mean, Kyrene Williams, 100 and plus rushing and receiving yards, a minus 165. I mean, they got Puka's receptions over 6.5 at a minus 155. Like, I'm telling y'all, I think the way to go, man, is Cardinals here plus the points and look at some Kyler Murray action in this game. That's where I would go. When it comes to touchdown scores, probably Marvin Harrison Jr. for me. Anytime touchdown. Plus 210. That's where I'm going. Marvin Harrison Jr. touchdown. Murray 250 plus passing yards. And we're going to be rocking out with the Cardinals in this game. That's where I'm going. Now let's go look at what the bot says, and I'll get you guys up out of here. Uh, sons of bitch. Oh, never mind. It's an over. It like Kyler Murray. Wow, that's an anytime touchdown. It likes Kyler Murray anytime touchdown. Demarcus Robinson anytime touchdown, and Michael Wilson anytime touchdown. So Kyler Murray is the one with the most value. Kyler Murray is projected to only be worth a plus 156 for an anytime touchdown, and the books have him at a plus 370 for an anytime touchdown. Also likes Demarcus Robinson, projected at only a plus 180, and he's at a 360. Michael Wilson projected to be at a plus 216, and he's at a plus 360. So Kyler Murray, anytime touchdown, is the touchdown scorer the bot likes in this game. Then we got, when it comes to player props, why can't I find it? All right, so we got Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch under his receiving yards. It is at a 12.5. He's only projected to get 6. This line has hit in 7 of the last 10 games. Greg Dortch receiving yard, his longest receiving yard, over 9.5. It likes the under 9.5 here at a minus 115. Also hit in 7 of the last 3 games. When we're talking about it over, it likes Ryland, Chad Ryland's kicking points over 5.5 today at a minus 145. He's projected to get 8.5 today. This is hit in 8 of the last 10 games. Also likes Trey Benson, his longest rushing attempt over 7.5. He's projected to get a 10.5 rushing attempt today at it, and this is hit in 8 of the last 10 games. It also That's it. Everything else is not in the right mean for me. They're the only ones I see value in. All the other means are fucking two, stuff like that. So not in the right market. All right, man. That's all we got. Actually, no, I did want to talk about the Heat and the Hawks, I believe. We got the Heat and the Hawks playing. This game does start at, I gotta go look. Hold on. Okay, it starts at 3 o'clock. That's why I had it up. Okay. So let's see here if I can get the screen back up. Okay, so we got the Heat getting 2 points. We got the Hawks laying 2 points. We got a total of 226. Slightly favored to the under here. Miami at a plus 105. We got the Hawks at a minus 125. The Hawk Tuas. All right, so the Hawks 16 and 15 on the year. Miami 15 and 13 on the year. This line opened up at a 2.5. It's now sitting at a 2. Total opened up at a 225. It's now at a 226. So we don't have much movement on this game, especially surprisingly for it being the only early NBA game on the board. But there's a lot of other action on the board today. You don't necessarily have to run to the line for this one. I do like what I've seen from the Hawks lately. But I mean, look, we know the Heat are still without Jimmy Butler. He's probably going to therapy or something. I mean, he's just been, a fucking mess. He's a crybaby. He wants to leave Miami. We know all that bullshit that's been going on in Miami. You also have obviously Bogdanovich and Trey Young, who are questionable for this game. That is huge. This is definitely a game where you need to check the injury report, man, before you bet this game, y'all. You got to wait until like the 3 o'clock mark and then check the injury report before you bet this game. Um, because there's a lot of injuries hanging over both teams, and there's a lot of game time decisions out there today. But if we just look at these teams and who they are, I mean, I'm going to give the edge to the Heat only because they're on the road. If I were to back the Heat anywhere, it would be on the road. And with no Jimmy Butler tonight, um, I think the Heat need to go out there and be like, kind of show him like, bro, fuck you. We can ball with or without you, bro. Not necessarily saying that's why, but I still think the Heat are starting to show signs of them getting better, even with some injuries. And like I said, the line is this way for a reason, man. I mean, I like taking Miami on the road. It is what it is. I like taking them on the road. The Hawks at home, I mean, yes, they've been playing better, man, but I don't trust the Hawks yet. I really don't. I don't trust them yet. I don't think this is the best spot for them. The Hawks have actually lost 7 of their last 8 games. With teams that have a disadvantage with rest. Excuse me. The Heat have won 8 of their last 9 games against Hawks. That were held a winning record during a season. Um, there's quite a few trends here that are going against the Hawks for us. So give me Miami here. Not my favorite game. When it comes to player props, I want Hero. I want Hero everything today. I think Hero goes crazy. Especially if there's no Trey Young. I think Hero could show up big. No Butler. Give me Butler's. Give me especially if there's no Butler as well. Give me Hero. I think Hero shows up, man. I really do. I think he shows up in a big way today. He's a lot of people don't like Tyler Hero. I do, man. I think he's a bit I don't even necessarily want to say underrated because I don't think he's underrated. I just don't think he is given enough, like attention sometimes. Um so yeah, I'm gonna rock with Hero here. There's a lot backing Terry Rozier today. Um there's a lot of trends backing Terry Rozier today. Um, Maybe Terry Rozier's PRA, man. I don't know where else to go, but maybe it's PRA for this one. All right, man. Let me get y'all up out of here, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. If you guys want today's VIP play, or VIP plays, because I do have a list. They will be posted in the Discord for free. But I gave you guys the one that's most important, and that is Gonzaga on the money line. No, 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 not the money line. We got to lay the points. Look, it's Gonzaga, man. Gonzaga wins by 10 today, okay? So take it for what you will. I like Gonzaga. Play of the day. We're going to lay the points here against the spread. Like I said, I think this Gonzaga team wins by 10, man. So play of the day. It starts at 4 o'clock. I will be back in about 4 hours to go over the late slate with y'all. So around 5:30, somewhere around there, I'll come on and we'll talk the rest of the games, man. But let's make this afternoon money. And yeah, I'll see you guys later on this evening, man. Let's make